Hello everyone, and welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. Today we're going to start out with something. We're going to normally we start out with enchants, but rather than doing a regular enchant, sorry, I had to turn my speakers down there. We're going to do a bow, and the reason we're doing a bow, it could have been better, is because I want to start building stuff, awesomeness up for the coming Wither boss. And we still need to go fight the Ender Dragon. We need to find the fortress and stuff. And I want to be able to do that soonish. I don't know. Okay, so to just jump right into this here, this is what we're going to be building today. This is a test world of mine, obviously. A storage system. We talked about this in the past, and I kind of want it to be like a hub sort of thing here. This is just a really basic design, you know. Don't sweat about like the block choice or anything like that. And then boom, it opens up, and then, you know, we have, what, 8 chests, or 4 chests per corner here, so there's 4, 8, 12, 16 total double chests. It's quite a bit of storage, and I think that's going to be about what we need for most types of blocks. Obviously, we're going to need a little bit of overflow for things like cobblestone and dirt and, you know, the bulk items, but this is pretty cool. And then I want to add, like, pressure plates here, so that way as you run into the room, it goes fooching, fooching, and it all opens up, and then as you run out, another set of pressure plates is going to trigger again, and go fooching, fooching. Yeah, like that. And then close it as you leave the room. So let's go ahead and get started. So I did like a friggity frack ton of debate between where I wanted to put this thing. And I was thinking about doing it up here, but then it's like there's not really like a central hub point up here that I could put it that would make sense. And also it's kind of tall, so that wouldn't make sense over on this side. And then I looked at it again over here. Yeah, I'm farming sugarcane inside. Don't sweat it. Then I looked at it over here, and like the same sort of thing. Once we get like a roof added on top of this, it's just not going to make a good central hub point. It's pretty much going to devour all this entire space. And I was planning on expanding the castle downstairs as well. And so I was just like, oh, by the way, I built this. Nothing too fancy. And so I kind of picked out this spot right here. If we look up, it's right under, I'm not going to dig this out, but it's right under where those double stairs are that lead up to the second floor. So there's the boat dock, just to give you perspective. That's where we just were. And this is, over here is like the castle gate, like all this cobblestone hides it. And that's the old entrance to the mine. So this is kind of where we're going to build it. This would give us, you know, obviously we've got a lot of room to go that way, a lot of room to go that way, and it will easily attach itself to the boat dock, which I think will be really nice. And yeah, it'll be just peachy. So I'm standing here outside of Castle des Nims, and I want to show you just how peachy this thing is going to be. I don't know why. It's favorite word of the day. I don't even know. So you can see this is where like the castle gate was, and that's where the old mine was. That's where the double ravine is. And over here, you can see it kind of lines up pretty nicely, and here's the storage room. So we could very easily turn this room into something else, and then this is kind of why I chose this area as well. And you can see how straight, way off in the distance, if I had Optifine I'd zoom in, but that's the boat dock down there. You know, I'd probably connect this to the boat dock, then this going off in that direction somewhere. And then here you can see we've got the staircase, or maybe, I don't know how we're going to do it. These two, this one and this one, kind of will overlap maybe a little bit. But it creates a nice little central hub point for us to build everything at. So, let me see here. Getting started. The first thing that we're going to have to do is, what is it, 2 blocks down in front of all of these. Yeah, this is going to be where I'm going to hide the sticky pistons at. Fan-fiddly-tastic. I don't know. So how are you guys today? I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. Then we're going to throw those bada bing, bada boom. Very nice. Hopefully I grabbed enough. Oh yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. Cool. I don't know what block type I want to use. Like in the demo world, I used, oh gosh, what were they? Iron blocks. But I don't know if that's what I want to go with. I'm gonna go ahead and throw torches in all the corners. Give me just a second. I'm gonna play with some blocks real quick. After much debate, I decided to go ahead and use the iron stone or the iron blocks as the block of choice here. I know I turned it all the way down. Maybe I should have left it. It's just really loud. Let's go ahead, make all these into blocks as well. Because I mean, we've got an unlimited supply here. Why not? Well, let's have some fun with it. I don't know what else we planned on doing with all this iron. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, goodness. Alrighty, so I started working on getting the underside of these things done. This is kind of the design I'm going for here. And see if we put these torches on the underside of the pistons get powered. But then if we do a little trick here, Shazam, and then get not a block of iron, but a lever. See, the pistons are up, and now the pistons are down. And the pistons are up. Oh, it's like magic. Isn't it great? Anyway, so that's kind of the effect that we're going to be doing with all of these different pistons here. So let me go ahead and... got a lot to dig. A lot. And again, another little update here. So we've got the lever down, and then you can see how when we fire this, all of them drop down, thus would be exposing our chest. And then boom. So what I think I'm going to do in the middle here, and I think I need, yeah, I don't have any regular pistons. Oh, dang it. Not a big deal. What I want to do in the middle here is set up like a T flip-flop. And so that way, like I was saying earlier, whenever I enter the room, bam, they all come down. And then whenever I leave the room, no matter what exit I'm going through, whenever I leave the room, it will toggle it again. I think it'll be sweet. And see, it wouldn't be, I don't think it'd be too hard to do. I just have to like get rid of this here from each side and then wire these like a more secretive way, leaving this pathway open. I don't know yet. So let me go get some pistons. Alright, so here's where I am now. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can hide all of my wiring without it overlapping here, because I have to power all of these pistons, and then I also have to be able to get the signal from these pressure plates down to the T flip-flop. So you can see right now, this works fine and dandy for one door. That's great. But now the problem is turning out to be, I really don't want to have to go down and around, and you know, I don't want this thing to have like a massive footprint. So I'm just trying to figure out the most space efficient way that I can go about it. Let's see, it's one more back. So the problem here is being caused essentially by this. So we've got the two pressure plates right there, but see now it overlaps. Like, how am I gonna get this to go down and around each other? Maybe if I go down a block here, and then do I have a half slab? No, that wouldn't work either. Well, dang it. Just trying to figure out, you know, can I, but see, then if I go over like this, then that is going to end up being, and we want the floor to be right here, so this doesn't work either. I don't want to have to go further down than I need to. I'm still working on it. I'm still playing with it. Just trying to get it figured out. My brain piece hurts. That looks really good though. Yeah. Anyways, I think this setup here is what we're going to end up going with. I realize I just opened my inventory right as soon as I started recording. I know I'm bad. Hush it. So you can see here that if, you know, the repeater pushes it, and then the repeater would, yeah. Okay, fantastic. It's going to add a bit of a weird delay, so I might have to take care of that later. But I think it'll still accomplish the same basic goal of what we're wanting here. So let me see what's what's going on. My inventory's so full of crap. Ah. Oh my goodness, I hate putting my bow up. What do I not need? There we go. I don't need a lever either. Okay, so if we put that there, and then... Actually, it doesn't even matter for this one, because shenanigans. Why am I wasting all of this time? Okay, so then from here, we'd need to go... We don't need that. And that, but then that would go... Okay, idea. At least for this side. Nope, wrong. I need to go get some half slabs. So I caved. I decided against using the repeaters. It was just going to be a big waste of resources just for me being nitpicky, so we just went down and then over. I don't know, it's like we're tying a freaking knot in the room. And then it all hooked up into this inverter here, which is hooked up to the T flip-flop, which kind of makes the T flip-flop behave more like a hyper T flip-flop, I guess is what you'd call it. But nah, the entire room works. So as I leave, you know, I enter and it opens up. And then I leave and it would close, and then I'd enter and it'd open. You get the idea. So the next thing that I need to work on here is getting the roof set up. And, you know, the roof is on fire. Oh, yeah. No. What I planned on doing for that is just making each section here control its own little area of roof. So to do that, this is going to be a little bit weird. Well, let's see where we need to get those sticky pistons at in the first place. So when this comes up, this is going to go here, so the piston arm will be here, so that each piston is going to need to stick right there. Cool. Fancy smancy. Awesome. So then whenever it extends, it would be blocking that off. Okay, perfect. Something else that I just kind of noticed and thought of, I'm almost done getting it all wired here. You can't really tell which side is which while you're just looking in here. I mean, I realize I don't have the floor and everything else in yet, but I think since we have these borders here, I might do them all with their own specific color. I don't know, like one's going to be emerald, one could be diamond, one could be gold, and the other could be I don't know, lapis lazuli or something like that. Something so that way we could be like north, south, east, and west. So that way we always know which part of the castle or where we're heading. I don't know, maybe like the boat dock could be lapis lazuli. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, yeah, see, I'm still trying to figure out where I am. I think it's this way, is that I've got the access point. Apparently not. Okay, if you have any suggestions about colors and stuff like that, I would love to hear them, or if you just think that's a good idea at all. Well, we'll see by the end of the episode. I feel like it's a little bit early to be talking about stuff like that. Who knows? Where is it? Alright, it looks like we've got it all finished here. You can see as I would walk into the room here, it all opens up very, very nicely, very neat. And then as we would exit the room, I know I stepped back in, but as we exit the room, voila, it all closes back up. So I've got to finish sealing this off here, and then we'll start looking at the aesthetic side of it. Okie doke, so the floor has been filled in, just to double check, as we would. Awesome, and even more awesome. So now, obviously, like I said, we've got these pillars here that we could change out with some various block types. I I definitely want to avoid iron because that's what we're using for the shutters here, I guess is what you'd call them. Also, at some point before we finish this project out, I do want to get behind these chests and replace them with lights, so that way we don't have to have the torches in the corner here. Also, I'm thinking about replacing like the corner block with oh, what would you call it? What would you call it? I don't know. Ender chest, the new ender chest. I realize it might be a little bit redundant in each corner, but I'm going for convenience here and not necessarily practicality. I mean, it is practical, but I want convenience as well. As I'm sitting here placing these blocks, I kind of wish that there was like a really cool like red block, like a valuable red block. I don't know, not just the red wool. I don't know. I thought about this before, and I wish that there was like a way that you could combine redstone into a block, and that way like redstone would have its own. God, that lapis lazuli just looks so out of place. I don't know. I might change the iron grates to something else, and then use iron instead of this for each one of the valuable ore types. Just to finish my thought, I wish that redstone had a block design. So that way, and then we'd have a nice vibrant red block. And then I was like, well, redstone's a block, and redstone has all these neat mechanics. So I was like, what sort of neat mechanic would a redstone block have? And I was like thinking like a note block. You know how if you place a note block over one type of block, like a stone block compared to a sand block, it plays a different note. Well, I was thinking like wireless redstone with a redstone block. You place, like, if you have a redstone block placed on a stone and another redstone block placed on a stone, they would match each other, and so on and so forth. And if you have it placed on wood, it'd match all the other woods would match it, so on, blah 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 blah. I think it would be a way cooler implementation, and it would still have that vanilla-y sort of feel, because I mean notepads are a thing, or note blocks, notepads. Yeah guys, let's play notepad inside Minecraft. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the shutters to something else. Let's take a look here. Alright guys, this is where we're gonna wrap up the episode. Before we go, the question I want to leave you with is, which design do you like best? So right off the bat, you can see we've got the nether brick on the left and the stone brick on the right. Sorry, I was like weirdness because of the redundancy. And then we've got the sandstone and the wood here. So I don't know, I really don't know which I like the best. They all look pretty cool. I don't know, I kind of like it like this too, but then I want to get some sort of consistency going so that way we can design the rest of the room, which we will do probably next episode. This might be like a two-parters type thing. But you can see that I've also, whenever it open, dang it, I also got, I don't know if you can see it, the pumpkins behind the chests there. So that way whenever it opens up, the room is nice and bright, looks really good. I want to show you how it looks on Moody. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, and then I've got the glowstone in the ceiling, and you know, blah 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 blah. So what do you think? What do you like best? I don't know. That's where we're going to leave it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Hey, don't forget to spread the awesomeness. Okay, yeah.